Welcome to Projects for All. My name's Mike, and today I'm going to show you how I got this giant table saw on this table without killing myself or using the motorcycle jack that I've been using for the past 2 years on the channel. It only lifts at about knee height, and that is better than picking it off the floor, but I think we can do better. I pick this stuff up day in and day out by myself, and I'm just tired of it, to be honest with you. My back's tired of it, I'm tired of it. Today we make an improvement. That's all I do around here is move heavy stuff. If you hear some background noise in this video, it's cicada season, and where we just moved on this giant park behind me, and it is full of cicadas. I mean, they are everywhere. You might see one in this video because they're in here too, and there's just no escaping them. They're everywhere. How am I gonna get this thing on the floor once I put it together on the table? I don't know, but we'll figure that out when we come to it. Why does everything I buy from Harbor Freight have that weird rubber smell when I open the box? Like everything. Got a handle. Nice rubber mat. I finally joined Harbor Freight's membership. It's an extra 10% off if you join the membership. So I got 20% off instead of 10. It paid for the membership. And because of the channel, I buy more stuff there than I probably even normally would. Got an owner's manual. That looks pretty much together. Got a handle pinched underneath there. Let's see what the owner's manual says. Anything good? About assembly? Nope, I don't think so. I'm not gonna make you watch me read that. Couple loose bolts. I assume that's where our handle goes. Assembly is super straightforward. There's 4 bolts here, washers and lock washers. Just take these off. They come installed loose. Putting the handle on is pretty simple. 2 holes inside this bracket here. You get 4 Allen bolts and an Allen key. The bolts got to go in from the bottom up. You hold the nut on there and then turn it from the bottom. You can just get an open-ended wrench in there. You got this handle. It's threaded. It's got an Allen bolt in it, and it's just going to go right here. This is just going to be the foot pedal to pump up the table. I don't think it matters which side you put this in. I think it's just here to keep it captive. So how many pumps does it actually take to raise this all the way to the top? Took about 30. Lowering it down. Pretty fast if it's empty. Probably faster if it's not. There's a reason this thing weighs a ton. And let's check out some of the metal stock they used. I don't think I could buy just the metal stock and try and build this for less than I paid for this. These scissor arms were 3/8 thick on this metal here. Got 1/2 inch stock holding the bottom of this ram here. You got 3/16 on this bracket here, and that's this whole plate right here. Man, this is some thick stuff. Seriously thick. That goes for the rails that the rollers ride in too. Both sides here. And you got 1/8 inch on the table. Not bad. This is mostly welded construction, and while certainly not going to win any beauty pageants, it is pretty thoroughly welded everywhere. They got good coverage on everything. It's just, I'm not going to use the word booger, but it's welded for sure. The powder coating's not terrible, although it is flaking in a couple spots already, right out of the box, so hopefully we'll get good rust protection, but time will tell. Honestly, this thing's going to sit in a garage that's not climate controlled all the time, and it's going to rust no matter what. I don't really think there's any way around it, to be honest. Release mechanism is this handle. About halfway before it releases anything. And it's nice and progressive. You go quick, you go slow. Pulling the release lever actuates this lever right here. And there is an adjustment for that cable. It's all cable driven. If you need to adjust this, they recommend tipping the table over with the lift all the way at the bottom. Full up height at the front of the table is just maybe a hair above 34 inches. Full up height at the back, just about 34 and a half. So about 1/2 inch taller at the rear of the table. Compressed height, about 10.5, maybe a little bit more than 10.5. Compressed height at the rear is about 10 7/8, so taller at the back when it's compressed also. Fixed casters at the back, swivels at the front with big locks. It's got a brake pad on the bar that locks it. That brake pad comes off, so I guess you could replace it, but when I pulled this out of the box, they were hanging on the end there, and I pushed them on, so you might want to throw a little glue on them. But they seem to lock up nice and tight. They're easy to lock, not going anywhere. Table size is 19.5 by about 32 1/8. Last feature, this bar here. Pushing this down swivels these brackets down and releases your handle. This handle sits right on the table. That makes it a total of about 14.5 inches from the table to the top of this handle when it's folded. This part here, about 15 inches at its tallest point. So if you're planning on sliding this under some other piece of machinery, now you know the overall height of everything. Lifting this up pushes the brackets down. They just snap right into place. Very nice design. Well, now I can review the thing I was supposed to be doing today, which is this brand new Bosch GTS 1510 table saw. Tune in a week or two. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.